All right, what's good? Back again with another trade recap. Today, actually, I didn't take any trades in the AM session. As of, let's just take a look at what the AM session was looking like. Straight accordion pattern. I mean, if we were to search up, accordion. Yeah. This is what it looked like right here. Accordion pattern. Just straight fucking chop. So I didn't take any trades in the AM session, but I did end up taking just a little trade, not even on my live account, just on a couple fucking fundeds. So technically I didn't even make any money today. I guess I made money on evals. I made money on my evals, but I wanted to walk through the trade because I think it's important for you guys to learn like what my thought process was and for you guys learn, if you guys are just new to trading, to learn how to trade. So let's go over. So obviously nothing in the AM, right? Everything in the AM, low quality. We do not want to be trading any of this price action. This is all choppy price action, all low quality. Now, what I recognized when I hopped back on the PM session, I recognized that we were still holding this 15-minute bullish for value gap. So we were still holding this 15-minute bullish for value gap, and this move lower was just to rebalance to equilibrium of the price leg. So it's just to rebalance the equilibrium of the price leg. Now, we came down, we got a volume spike, and we took out this internal low. So we take out this internal low, we hold this 15-minute for value gap. I want to see the reaction from what we do. Do we follow through and we go to London, or do we, have a bullish reaction and we possibly move higher? We end up moving higher. Shit. We end up moving higher, and then also keep in mind that we were respecting We were respecting constant encroachment of this 15-minute wick. So we're respecting constant encroachment of this 15-minute wick. We've taken internal sell side. We're holding this 15-minute for value gap. What do I want to see? I want to see internal price action to confirm. We end up having this 1 minute change, right? As soon as we take that low, I enter long. And I was just targeting a 1-to-1. I was targeting this high, and my stop was at this low. So I was just targeting 1-to-1. However, as soon as this high gets taken, I have to move my stop to break even. Why? Because if we take a look at ES, so we take this high, 9:08 a.m., take it at 9:56. Where are we at? 9:56. So we take a look at ES. This high right here, right, is up here. This is this high. And then at 9:56, we're all the way down here. So we end up putting in a bearish SMT. So at that point in time, I have to put my stop to break even, right? I have to mitigate risk. So I put my stop to break even, and then we obviously get stopped at break on this down close candle. And once I get stopped at break, we continue to pump higher, right? And at this point in time, once we pump higher, we've now had that 5-minute change. And then also, keep in mind, we have now had that 15-minute change. So I am continuing to be bullish towards this high, right? I want this high to be taken. Now, once we continue to pump higher, let's go into replay mode actually. Once we continue to pump higher and we have this little pullback, right? As soon as we get above these up close candles, I tell myself I'll take a long, right? With tight risk. Now, was this a chase? Not necessarily, no. Because I understand that most likely, before I entered this trade, I understand this could get stopped, right? So like, let me go through this. We get above these down close candles, right? I enter long. My stop was around, I think it was around 7-9, something like that. But my stop was at this low, and I was targeting this high for a little 1-to-1. So I was targeting this high for a 1-to-1. Reason being, we got above these down close candles. So now this is going to act as an order block. It's going to act as a rejection block. And then also keep in mind, when I entered this, I understood that this 5-minute fair value gap is going to open up. Price could most definitely come down here. and tap this 5-minute and then go, right? So entering this, I entered it with tight risk, right? I'm only risking around like $300 with one contract. Excuse my voice, by the way. I'm fucking sick as a dog. Holy shit. But I understand that price can most definitely come back down, soup this internal low, possibly stop me out, and then have some sort of internal manipulation, and then go, right? So if I get stopped here, I'm completely fine with taking 2 tries on this model and possibly, getting stopped out early because of the tight stop. Now, what does price end up doing? So I'm in one contract here. What does price end up doing? Coming back down, right? We put in another swings low. So now I want to see this become the turtle soup. We end up coming down, taking this low, and then also keep in mind ES ended up taking this low. So we now have an internal bullish SMT, and then we have now had our turtle soup, right? So I want to see us get above these down close candles. And this fair value gap, we end up closing above. I enter another con, or 2 cons, so I'm in 3 cons. All right, now, once we have this turtle soup, and we put in this bullish SMT, if we take a look at ES here, we end up, where was it at? Tapping into this 5-minute bullish fair value gap. So once we tap into this bullish fair value gap, I know that NQ most likely does not need to tap into the 5-minute because we have this bullish SMT internally. So once we run through this bearish fair value gap and close above this change of the state, I enter 2 more cons. So I'm in 3 cons here, and I move my stop to this SMT protected low, right? And then as soon as we hit this high, I was going to move my stop to break even. Price hits the high, and I move my stop to break even, and then in the same move, it hits TP, right? So I want you to notice something here. When I get stopped out at break even here, was that necessarily the wrong move to move my stop to break even? No, right? Because this internal high gets taken, and we now have a bearish SMT, and ES could most definitely roll over and go take a London low, right? Because ES was way more bearish than NQ was. So this wasn't bad, but as soon as I can see that, okay, we're continuing to be bullish, we're continuing to see displacement, as soon as I get an entry, I'm going to enter towards this high, especially because the higher time frame change that confirmed it. So once we get above these down close candles, I enter long, knowing that I could possibly get stopped out and look for a re-entry because this is now a swing low. But as soon as we turtle soup this and put in a bullish SMT, I enter another 2 cons towards this high. So I normally don't take trades in the PM, but this was just super clear, and I just happened to be on my fucking, I happened to be on the charts because the cleaning ladies were down, or in my house, and I had to be downstairs. But yeah, that was my trade today. I took that on evals. I think I'm up like $700 across like 3 evals, but obviously, you know, they're evals, so I haven't passed them yet. But that was my trade today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, where the fuck's my mouse? All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys actually learned something. And I just want to let you guys know and tell you guys something is when we have a huge gap up move. So like if we look this week, when we have a huge gap up move and we have all this price action, right? Don't expect a lot of high probable opportunity. That is why I haven't taken a trade on my live account these past 2 days. I'm waiting till Wednesday. I'm waiting till FOMC. Because this is just a straight up move. There's no price action for me here to build off of. Now, when FOMC comes tomorrow, that is when I'm going to be actively looking for a trade on my live account. But today and yesterday, I was really just looking for trades on my eval. Again, I didn't take a trade yesterday, and then I took a PM trade on my eval. So, but just be patient in these type of market conditions. Understand that after a gap up and just a straight up move, there's not going to be opportunity. And then also just understand and be willing to just hop into every single market open, just like willing to learn, right? Being excited to learn price action, what it does, how does it react when it hits certain levels, right? Just be excited to learn. Don't be so focused on making money. But that is my trade that I took today. I hope you guys enjoyed this trade recap. I hope you guys learned something, and I will catch you guys in the next one.